What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to episode number 253 of the Nonsense Review. That's right, we are a podcast not discussing the very famous book by author Jeff Ryman.
Yeah, fair enough.
Have you ever heard of this book, Rick?
No.
That's okay, Rick. Neither have I. But it is quite interesting learning about it, because originally it was a website back in the 1997, so early days of the internet, and then he sort of changed the formatting a bit, because you have to from website to book to make it an actual book.
I guess so.
And the book itself is called 253. The website itself, the novel on the website itself was called Tube Theatre. It's quite an interesting way of doing a book. Each chapter is 253 words.
Yeah, okay. And, that's not a lot of words.
And each chapter is a different character, all riding on the same train. Which, weirdly enough, despite the fact that the dude's Canadian, it's set on the London Underground.
Right, okay.
Yeah. It's all about the thoughts of all these people. And according to Wikipedia, because I'm not reading this book for the sake of a podcast bit, the novel ends, spoiler for a book that's been out since 1998, by the train crashing.
Oh, okay.
So, happy ending for all involved.
Fantastic.
Yes, I'm your host as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody!
Yes, we're continuing our theme of banned episodes this month. Banned episodes of cartoons. We've been very specific this time around.
Yeah, we could have gone with other banned episodes, but there was enough cartoons that we've managed to get them all from the cartoon pack.
We've actually got so many set aside. We've got enough for like 2.5 months worth of banned episodes if we so chose. We're not gonna do that, not in a row anyway, but we can.
Yeah, imagine if we did like a 2-month period of a theme month and none of them hit.
Well, the thing is, Rick, is we started with an episode of The Simpsons, and for reasons unknown to man, as if, Simpsons episodes are quite popular. They always get like 50 views.
Yeah, fantastic.
No comments or likes, but they do get views. Anyway, today we're doing something else that's quite popular. We're looking at Pokemans.
We are! We're looking at one of the most famous banned episodes of Pokemon, and it's not the one where Ash catches all the Tauros.
No, and it's not the one that gave people seizures.
No. we weren't... wouldn't it be awful if that's how we found out that one of us had epilepsy?
Here's the thing. I know I don't have epilepsy because I used to watch wrestling.
Right.
But, that would be... I think we even made that joke when we were brainstorming. It was just like, the scene comes up, one of us just starts just going, It's like, oh, that's a funny bit, and then the other guy just doesn't talk for like 20 minutes, and it's like, was that a bit? What's going on?
Yeah.
But yes, today we're doing Beauty and the Beast. It's called something completely different in Japanese, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Rick?
It was Beauty and the Beach, and it was Aopuruku no Kyujutsu.
Oh my days, I'm an idiot. In my notes, I just typed Beauty and the Beast, and I didn't... I'm an idiot. That's why I said Beauty and the Beast, because I'm looking at it written in front of me.
I just thought it was a brain fart, and you did a mental fuck-up. But no, you're... dumb. Okay.
Yeah, no, I completely... I typed Beauty and the Beast in my notes here, not Beauty and the Beach. In case you're wondering, I do type them by hand.
Yeah.
But yes, it's officially episode 18 of the anime. It initially aired on the 29th of July, 1997 in Japan. How long do you think until it aired in those states?
1997, minimum 2 years.
So this is the longest gap between an episode being showed in Japan and being shown in the States. It debuted on the 24th of June 2000 in the States, almost 3 years later. Heavily trimmed and edited, and it aired only once after its initial viewing and was never released on home video, and according to my sources, it's not available on streaming services either.
Okay, yeah, that kind of tracks.
Yeah. So, the question becomes, why was it banned? Most people have likely seen the infamous meme image at this point of James with massive tits while in a bikini. This is that episode.
Yep. My favourite follow-up to that is people that don't know Pokemon struggling to figure out which one's the woman.
James is already pretty effeminate as well.
He is.
Yeah.
I think James was closet key for a lot of people in our generation.
Say again?
I think James was the closet key for a lot of people in our generation.
If you say so, I wouldn't know. All I know is they do this whenever they dub a feminine character, because like they pretty much use the same guy for James and Pegasus.
Yeah.
It's like, cool.
Even if it's not the same guy, it's the same voice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yes, despite this being entirely played for comic relief, it's apparently still too much for Western audiences. So, it basically got banned for overly sexualizing James.
Yeah, and he was doing it willingly. Oh well.
Wait, what? They're not real. It's played.
No.
It's played entirely for laughs because haha, funny guy cross-dressing with massive melons. That being said, though, there is actually a slightly more sinister reason that gets glossed over because in this Beauty and the Beach episode, there is a beauty contest, and
Oh yeah, and Misty takes part, don't she?
Misty takes part, and in case people don't know, Misty canonically is 10 years old, and here she is doing these weird poses for a 10-year-old to be doing, which, again, doesn't actually get brought up in the reason why the episode was banned. Whenever I look it up, it's always like, James have big old tits, but it's like, you look at the synopsis of the episode, and it's like, they sexualise Misty a lot in this, which isn't good.
It's worse in the manga.
Well, yeah, but who cares? Mangas are strictly to Japan, and Japan are filled with weirdos. No offense. Now the offense. It's fucking weird. It's not uncommon in Japanese media for children to get sexualized, and I to this day don't know why.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, again, this is very definitely a clash of cultures, because Japan's fine with it. Most other countries are like, that's not okay. We don't want this to become normalized. There is a line in this episode which was changed. The very old, skeezy old man character in this goes to Misty while she's in her bikini and says, "Man, I'm looking forward to you in 8 years."
Ooh, yeah. And in Japan it'd be 3.
Which is, to be fair, in Japanese dub, it's also the same. It's because, they are intending to release it to multiple countries, and 18 is the general age of consent in most countries. It's not in every country, not even our country, but it's generally considered like that's safe. But the thing is they changed this line for the Western release, obviously, and I've got to be honest with you, the Western release dialogue isn't much better because it changes to, "Man, you remind me of my granddaughter," while she's still in the bikini.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is though, right? Like, of all the things to not cut, yeah, you should have cut that instead of the tits.
Well, I don't know about that. I've got to be honest with you, nothing's really lost. Well, we'll get to it. Some minor details that come up is due to the messy state in translating to English, signs and such in the background are still written in the Japanese text. I don't know if it's kanji or the other one, so forgive me on that one, as opposed to being changed into English.
Yeah, and we don't have jelly donuts in this, I guess.
No. Fun fact, this is also the first episode where Misty meets Gary Oak, so if anyone wonders why at some point Misty just knows Gary, it's because of this episode.
Okay.
Last thing to wrap us up, in order to watch this in its entirety, we tracked down a copy on the good old Internet Archive, which, by the way, has an entire page which has all 5 banned episodes of Pokemon on it. So if you're ever wanting to look those up, that's a pretty easy way to get it. In this version, scenes have been stitched together between both dub and sub, meaning we are predominantly watching in English, and the episode will cut to Japanese whenever a deleted or heavily edited scene will be put in its place. So, rather interestingly, while we view it, we'll be able to tell on the fly which scenes are actually cut in the Western release.
Yeah, and I'll have to remember what all the Pokemon names are in Japanese. Like, Pikachu is very easy.
Why do you have to remember this?
Well, I mean, because they'll say it, and you'll be like, "Oh, Koduk, blah 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 blah," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's Psyduck."
It's going to be like 2 minutes of scenes in Japanese, so it's not that big of it. It's not going to be that big of an issue.
Yeah. Man, I can't remember what Tentacool is, and it's not Tentacuru.
I mean, I can't help you. I don't know why you care about what the Japanese version of the names are.
Yeah, fair enough.
I know that for some reason, Ash and Gary are like called Kojiro and Sasaki or something.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what Jesse and James are called?
Musashi and Miyamoto, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same as like Jesse James. It's like, let's take a famous... It's weird, isn't it? Jesse James is a famous outlaw. Musashi Miyamoto, kind of the opposite of an outlaw.
Yeah, and then you got Cassidy and Butch for the alternative ones in Team Rocket.
Maybe they're Kojiro and Sasaki then.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. Anyway, for those of you unfamiliar with the show, what we do before we talk about the show, review and react and whatnot, we like to talk about our weeks and the goings-on in Wide Ride Universe. So with that in mind, Rick, how has your week been, buddy?
Well, since a couple of weeks ago when we did a Power Rangers episode, I've been on a bit of a getting fed Power Rangers things in the background kind of kick. And one of them was being told, "Okay, everyone hates this series. What's one good thing about it?" And one of the replies was, "This two-parter." So I watched the two-parter. I understand why people don't like this series. The episode that I got recommended that people liked was disjointed as all hell.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Not even getting into how I don't have much of the context. It's still jumps around, and it has like the Mighty Magiswords thing of scenes lasting too little and being cut too quickly for someone else to start talking the moment someone else has finished.
So what you're telling me is the cinematography was poor?
Oh, yes. And apparently because Nickelodeon only wanted 20-episode seasons, they cut a lot of shit from the original Sentai down into like one season of this. So the villain that they are using, they just have to show that he can voluntarily shapeshift to make it so that whenever he's using a different form in one of the fights, it's because he's chosen to do so, rather than in the original Sentai, he involuntarily shapeshifts to show that he is having a crisis of identity.
I'm listening to what you're saying, Rick, but do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is the fucking original Sentai show got butchered to death when it got translated into the Western version. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and you watched the Western version is also what you're saying.
Yes, I watched the Western version.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah, this is like a couple of episodes before the finale of the show, and they just bring back a villain who starts out as like Goldar at the beginning, then becomes the final villain of... Because they make 2 seasons of it. They make the regular one and the super. He's the final villain of the first season, then he goes away. And this is when he comes back just before the finale of the second season, and he gets dealt with.
I mean, like, again, I don't really know what you're expecting when you jump into a show and watch a 2-part episode near the finale of said show, and you're like, I don't understand what's going on, and it's like, yeah, no shit.
It wasn't that I didn't understand, it's that the things that were entirely understandable felt very disjointed.
But they're going to. You didn't watch anything.
Yeah. Other thing that I watched, Anaconda.
The original or the Jack Black one?
The Jack Black one.
Yeah. Do you see what I mean about that film being fun but never wanting to watch it again?
Yeah.
Did you watch it in the cinema or on TV?
Yeah, I watched it in the cinema. We had to vacate... Well, we didn't have to vacate the house. It was convenient for us to vacate the house, and conveniently there was one showing of Anaconda in the movies.
I'm genuinely surprised it's still showing.
Yeah, so we went to go see that, and then had a cheeky Nando's, and then came home.
Yeah, cheeky Nando's is a thing that Rick does. I, for one, think Nando's is bullshit.
I mean, it's that, or go to a pub and get the same chicken, but worse.
Don't order chicken. I would rather cook a chicken at home than eat Nando's, because Nando's is overpriced bullshit. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, well, you don't have it with the spices. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, I don't. That's why I think it's better to just cook one at home.
Yeah.
I don't like to put bullshit spice on my chicken, thank you.
I can understand why you would think that about flavourless chicken.
I didn't even get it flavourless the one time you took me. I got the very lightest setting of spice, and I still thought it sucked. I'd rather have a garlic and herb dressing that I know works.
Sure. And the last thing I did was I started the Arknight Enfield game. This is basically Genshin Impact in space, and it's a distant continuation of Arknights, which is a different gacha game.
Is this another new fucking game then by Mihoho?
Nah, I think it's Yostar is the company that does it.
Well, you mentioned Genshin, so I assumed it was related.
Kind of. So it feels like Genshin.
But that's not what I meant. I meant, just to be clear, it's not the same company, yeah?
It's not the same company.
Right, cool. Then don't mention Genshin when it comes to gacha games, because they have 700 gacha games. It's believable they have another one.
This is true. Yeah, so it's the same kind of formula of not only is it a gacha game, but you also have like a regular attack button, and you have an elemental attack button, and you have one element, and you have if you hold that down, then you do a long press and you do your ulti. And other than that, it controls pretty much the same, feels the same. You've got a team of, I think it's 3 in this. I've currently got a team of 3. I don't know if you expand it to a team of 4.
Just got Alan Rickman in my head going, there will not be a 4.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been fun so far.
You playing it solo or with friends, or what's the deal?
I'm pretty sure it's solo only for the time being. I haven't been playing it with friends. I've just been playing it on my own. I don't know why I never got into Arknights, because it seems to tick all of my boxes. It's
big-titted waifus in space.
Yeah, big-titted waifus in space, and the original Arknights was also tower defense, which is one of the things that I just kind of like doing.
I think I've played that.
Yeah.
Like, the fact you say it's tower defense, I think I played it for like 5 minutes, went, this is worse than Bloons, and then tapped out.
Yeah, because Bloons doesn't need to grip you with a story.
No, Bloons Tower Defense, you just fucking play the damn thing. It's great. I own that game twice, once on Steam and once on my phone because I needed something. The reason it's on my phone is remember when I had that really bad back pain that I couldn't fucking move last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I needed something to do on my phone, so I just bought Bloons again because it was like £4.
Yeah, and I bet they still bug you for extra stuff.
I mean, possibly. I haven't played it for since I was able to move again.
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's it's been fun so far. I've not gotten too far in it. I think that the owl scientist man is very funny.
I don't want to interrupt you, Rick, but I just spilt drink all over myself.
Fantastic. Would you like to deal with that?
I could deal with it while you talk. I just felt the need to say it in case weird noises come up on the fucking microphone when people... What's this weird wiping sound? It's me cleaning my chest. Yeah, sorry, a weird owl man is I think where you got to.
Yeah, he's just rather funny, and his eyes are massive, and he's very cute for an old guy.
So he's not actually an owl man. He just has that sort of owly design that a lot of Japanese people like to put on old people.
No, he's an owl.
Oh, okay. Well, I needed it to be clarified because I'm thinking of specifically like Mega Man-esque mad scientists look a bit owly.
I know, right? Yeah, they've got a dimorphism between the genders in this usually, in that if it's a girl, it's usually a human with animal ears, and if it's a man, it's usually just that animal's head.
I wonder what audience this crowd is trying to attract.
And yet, a lot of the people who are into the men are totally fine with this.
Okay.
But yes, the other thing that I've seen in the wide world, however, there is going to be an anime about sexually frenzied married women terrorizing their landlord in skimpy mind control costumes, and all of the women are going to be voiced by the same voice actress.
Well, yeah, the studio wants to save money, I guess.
Yeah, apparently it's because she did a preview, an animated preview for the manga, and people liked the voices that she did for the different characters, so she's just doing that going forward.
Rick, how come fucking Interspecies reviewers got so much shit?
I don't know.
They didn't even... Okay, there's one scene that they had to cut because it was basically just porn, but other than that...
Oh, the mayonnaise bottle, yeah.
No, not the mayonnaise bottle. It's when the fucking elf guy was got gender bent and then got fucked by the mistress. You couldn't see penetration, but you could tell what was going on. There was no fucking innuendos. And that mayonnaise bottle scene is a 1-to-1 translation from the manga, by the way, because I went and read the manga after, and it's just as funny.
It's very funny.
But yeah,
and also
I will keep giving shit about Interspecies reviewers because I don't think it was that bad, especially when the next year redo of Healer came out and everyone compared it to reviewers, and it's like, no, there is no sexual assault in reviewers. What are you on about?
Yeah.
Everything is willing.
And the other thing that happened is that there was a Nintendo partner event.
I heard about this. Did they announce anything?
The only thing that I really care about is Adventures of Elliot.
Never heard of it.
Well, yeah, I think it was pretty much announced here. It's a 2D HD Squaresoft RPG, and it looks very pretty, even though it's got a silly name of Adventures of Elliot Millennium Tales. It looks like a guy who's dressed basically like a red mage. He has a fairy companion, and yeah, kind of excited for it. There's also a Bomberman collection coming out for like old Bomberman games.
Oh, I love Bomberman.
Yeah.
Except the problem is the thing I liked about Bomberman was the fucking multiplayer.
Yeah. Oh, man. Atomic Bomberman was like one of the first 3 games I ever owned on the PC, because the guy that sold me the PC had like 3 games that he'd like installed on it for himself, and then he sold the PC. So I got Atomic Bomberman, I got Carmageddon, and I got Duke Nukem 3D.
Carmageddon is a great name for a mediocre game.
Yeah. This was before they censored it as well.
Let's look back very slightly. Carmageddon sounds like a made-up game for a video game in a TV show.
Yep. It was a car game where you earned points by mowing down pedestrians and killing other cars. Your car had spikes on it and everything, and you could spend your points to repair your car because you invariably damaged it by overshooting a pedestrian and hitting a wall.
Oh, it wasn't just the fucking tyres getting clogged by all the viscera.
Yeah, that too. When they censored it, they changed the pedestrians into zombies.
Fine.
Yeah.
I don't agree with censorship, but fine, it's just reskinning the thing.
Yeah, of all the ways to censor something like that, I think that was probably the way to go.
I still think it's dumb, but, you know.
Yeah. I think there was an expansion for it called the Splat Pack.
Okay, the
man.
less said, the better, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've seen and all I've been. How about you? What have you been and what have you seen?
I will just jump on your Nintendo thing very quickly before doing my week and saying that Digimon Time Stranger is officially getting a Nintendo Switch 2 release now, so that's cool for them.
It
me and
is.
a mutual friend, I didn't pay attention to this direct, I just saw the link because a friend sent it to me. And I went, that's cool. We were both just like, kind of weird that it just wasn't, when it came out.
Yeah, because the Switch 2 was out all of last year, pretty much.
Back end of last year. But yeah, and Time Stranger came out in November. So
yeah, but the Switch 2 was out in March.
Could have sworn it was June.
Okay, but still, that's still the middle of the year, and getting something at the end of the year means why didn't you program it for that? But oh well.
Yeah, we're not disagreeing. I'm just saying, I said the Switch 2 was out back half of the year, and I said Digimon Time Stranger's out in November. I'm still agreeing with you. I'm just debating the date of the Nintendo Switch 2 being released.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. It's also more or less a classic RPG, just with really nice graphics, so it's perfect for a handheld.
Yeah, totally.
And anyway, let's get to my actual week, shall we?
Sure, let's go.
Alrighty, did a few things. Rick, I played a couple of homebrew demakes.
Okay, what'd you do?
I played Undertale.
An Undertale demake.
Now, I don't want to get your hopes up here.
Okay.
First of all, it's a demake because it plays on the GBA.
Right, okay.
In fact, both of the demakes I played were on the GBA. And
cool,
it's a pretty competent demake, as it were. I played it because I saw it on the Retro Achievements site, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, let's play that. You don't even get Tutorial's house in it. That's how little of the game they bothered to do.
Jeez, man.
But it's still kind of impressive. It's really funny because the first, the trap room, which has the mirrored pattern, it's I'll follow this pattern, and then Toriel does it for you because she doesn't think you can do it because you're a fucking shit child. And because they couldn't code the spikes to go down, Toriel just takes you up a path that avoids the spikes, making the puzzle not existent anymore. It's why don't you just cut this?
Man, shit.
But the music is very charming in the GBA sound engine, for lack of a better term. And
yeah, okay.
The only enemies you fight are the training dummy,
right.
a frogget, and I forgot what they're called. They're whimsy moth things.
Oh yeah, not even Napsterblook.
No, you don't get that far.
Don't even get as far as Napsterblook. Oh boy.
You get 2 rooms after Toriel leaves you, and that's it.
Cheese and biscuits.
There is no pause menu. You can get items in this game. Very specifically, they did program in the candy bowl.
Right.
And
so you can take one, and then you can take another one, and it falls over.
Yeah, you take 4, I think.
Yeah.
I think when you take the third one, it says you feel like the scum of the earth, and I'm like, yeah, I do. But yeah, it was fun. It was a way to kill 40 minutes. Well, listen, if you play this just as it is, it takes about 15 minutes. I wanted to get all the achievements, which means I had to spare 25 creatures and then kill 25 creatures. So
sweet, okay.
It took me an hour because I was doing it with Froggets, not really realizing I had to go to the next room to get the whimsy things that die in one hit, and I'm like, ah.
Right, okay.
Thankfully, your health resets in between every single fight because, again, they didn't code in items.
Okay.
The other demake I played, also on the Game Boy Advance, was Slender Man, the 8 pages.
Slender Man, the 8 pages. Okay.
This game takes 5 minutes.
Right.
It's Slender Man, but in the Game Boy Advance, so it's 2D. It's kind of top down. It's really easy to avoid Slender Man when you're not restricted to a first-person POV.
Yeah.
Because you can see him on the map. Yeah,
you
exactly.
can see him and just leave.
Yeah. So again, I did this on Retro Achievements, so I was getting achievements so I could get a nice shiny badge for my page, and the achievements are just get all 8 pages, and there's one additional achievement that is do this in 2 minutes. You probably won't do that on your first attempt because you don't know where the pages can spawn, but it doesn't take long to work it out.
Yeah, sweet. So
yeah, both very fun, both very short. I'm probably going to look into more homebrew/hacks in the future, so it won't just be Rick talking about Pokemon all day, every day.
Yeah.
Naturally, seeing as we're on the topic of retro achievements, I did the achievement of the week, Rick.
Yeah, so I looked at the game that you said that it was, and it kind of looked kind of cool.
Oh, it sucks.
Does it? Okay.
No, okay, that's being unfair. The reason I say it sucks is because it was a nightmare to fucking set up.
Yeah, okay.
So the game in question is, and this might not be an accurate way of reading this words because I'm not Japanese and I don't care about learning Japanese. I'm not that type of person. Kaizo Chujin Shubibinman Zero. Translates to Shockman, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's basically beat a boss, a certain boss, and I did it. I beat that boss. I beat like 3 more stages before eventually losing all my lives, and it's like, cool, you got to start all over again. And I was like, nope. I guess I'll just never beat this game. Okay.
Yeah, true, fair enough.
But the reason why I say it was a nightmare is I had to use 5 different emulators before I got one that would agree to work this ROM.
That's weird, because usually, RetroArch just works.
RetroArch does work, but there are so many different cores for the SNES.
Right, okay.
First of all, I downloaded a standalone emulator, which it just refused to boot the ROM, and I was like, fuck you then. So I went back to RetroArch. I went through like 5 different cores before I went, this one works, fuck it. Specifically, it worked and it allowed for the achievements, because I got it to work before that on a different core, but not in a way that unlocked the achievements, which is like, cool, I'm not playing this game for fucking fun.
Yeah, I guess so.
And for the life of me, I couldn't get the English patch to work, so I just played it in Japanese.
Yeah, it looked like a side-scrolling, like, Mega Man-esque thing, predominantly melee, but you could charge your thing to make it into a Kamehameha.
Yeah, cool. Guess what I didn't learn?
That you couldn't charge your thing.
I didn't know that was a thing I could do until I got to the 5th boss. And I shit you not, Rick, I paused the game and just kind of looked at the screen for 2 minutes, thinking about all the times I could have made life easier for myself.
Yeah.
You can do a Shoryuken in that game, but for the life of me, I could not get it out reliably.
Yeah, fair enough. I also got through pretty much all of Fire Emblem Three Houses before realizing you could run in the overworld.
That's not quite as damning, though.
Yeah.
Because that just saves a bit of time when walking around the monastery, as opposed to, here's a core game mechanic that makes defeating enemies actually possible. Yeah.
You've decided to spend the entire game using only the basic auto attack.
It's worse than that, because you have to press B like 5 times to beat an average mook.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I was really fucking bothered.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not the worst game in the world, and it's actually quite short. Apparently, I was like 3 stages away from actually just beating the game, and I was like, yeah, but I don't care. I'm not playing this anymore.
Fantastic.
The last thing I did on a personal front, Rick, is I watched D&D Honor Amongst Thieves.
Okay, I liked this movie. I understand people who thought it was pointless.
Oh, it was pointless, but who cares?
Yeah.
It was fun. It was very fun. It felt like a D&D campaign.
Yeah, it did. Like, the only actual, like, complaint that I have about it is that the bard doesn't have any spells.
Well, that's just it. I think he's a rogue who just happens to have instrument proficiency because they treat him like a rogue.
Yeah.
But I also thought that was weird because they put so much emphasis on this loot, and he's always doing the charisma checks for the group, and it's like, are you not a bard then? Are you a rogue? I guess you're a rogue. Yeah. Okay.
You might as well be.
Yeah, it's a bit odd, but I guess they couldn't just have one person be physical. But I fell in love with Barbarian Lady.
Yes, you're meant to.
Yeah, she's great. She's fantastic. I saw the ending coming from a mile away, by the way. I didn't know it was going to involve her. Oh, it's a 2-year-old movie. We'll spoil it. I didn't realise it was going to involve her being the one getting resurrected. But I'm like, I bet someone dies on the adventure and they decide to bring them back instead of MacGuffin Lady.
Yeah, I'm also kind of happy that they didn't put any effort into making the Red Wizards relatable in any way. They're just bastards.
Yeah, and that's fine. What am I saying all the time, Rick? I'm so sick of every fucking villain having to be a bit sympathetic.
Yeah, your tragic backstories and all that. Yeah.
They used Hugh Grant so well.
Yeah, because it looked like he could potentially have a redemption arc, but no, he's just a bastard coding bastard with bastard filling. It's great.
Yeah, I'm so glad that he's in that point of his career where he doesn't need money, he doesn't need to prove his acting chops, he can just do what he wants, and boy did he ham it up at every opportunity in this movie.
Yeah.
He was like a Shakespearean level of over-the-top villain, do you know what I mean?
True, absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know what... I know this is a silly thing to think about, but I don't know what level everyone is meant to be, because boy did that druid wild shape a lot before resting.
Yeah, she did. I don't think she casted any spells either, so I think what they're trying to do is make it so that all she does is shapeshift.
You know what, that's fair. And yeah, because the magic restricting arm bracelet thing stopped her from wild shaping, which as far as I'm aware, wild shaping isn't technically magic.
It's not a spell, yeah. So like it wouldn't be an issue in the regular game because it's not a spell.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very cinematic the way that she can just like change from like bird to mosquito to owlbear.
Yeah. Like, between this and Baldur's Gate 3, anyone who's just joining fucking Dungeons and Dragons are going to be like, wait, what do you mean I can't turn into an owlbear? I thought that was what druids do.
Yeah, it's a monstrosity, not a beast. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, it's one of those where, as long as you don't take the piss with the definition, I'm more than willing to let you branch out slightly with Wild Shape. I want to point out to anyone listening who's thinking we're being that guy, and it's just like, oh, it's not like the rule books. We're not criticising D&D, we're just kind of theorising how strong are the heroes meant to be here.
Yeah. Like, they can take on red women. Red women? Yeah, they can take on red women. And deal with like some relatively strong necromantic effects. I think the barbarian lady is probably the overall strongest. Except when Doric becomes the owlbear, and then Doric is the strongest for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, Doric is... I think Doric might be the technically highest level character, well, just because of the amount of wild shapes she can do without thinking.
Yeah. Bugs me that she's got regular human skin as a tiefling, but oh well.
I was also confused by that, because she said humans don't really like having tiefling babies, and I was like, you're a tiefling? What?
Yeah, apparently you've got to look at the fact that she has pointy ears and go, oh, man, weird, and not immediately think elf, and then you look at her horns and go, oh man, weird, and not immediately think elf with horns.
Yeah, I got over it really quickly, but I was also just like, aren't you people usually weirder looking? Without putting too fine of a point on it.
Yeah, we've seen Zevlor.
Oh yeah. The two scenes that stood out to me the most are I really enjoyed the fat dragon.
Yeah, Themba Shord. Do you know why he's fat?
Because he eats too much. Go on.
The drow kept feeding him slaves.
That's really funny.
And apparently he got so used to it that when he didn't get fed for a while, he ate all the drow as well and escaped.
So it's literally like the fucking the pet alligator Florida man has. It's like, well, I keep feeding him mutton. One day you don't, and then boom, dead Florida man.
Yeah. He's also intelligent because, you know, he's an ancient red dragon. He's just he's just a fat bastard.
It's very fun.
And his, of course, he's one of the few dragons in the Magic the Gathering card set that doesn't have flying. He has trample instead.
That's great. That's a good touch.
Yeah.
I don't know why they included them, but it was really funny with the Internet Devourers as well, just before the dragon, of just like, as they walk past, and the main character man, played by Chris Pine, I believe, is just like, that's slightly hurtful.
Yep. I also misheard you as Internet Devourer, which I believe is also a blooper that the narrator makes.
I do like seeing the animated version of those.
Yeah.
Seeing we're vaguely talking about Baldur's Gate 3, by the way, I recently saw, because YouTube shorts are so fucking weird, a lady who's streaming Baldur's Gate 3, and she just stops and just goes, man, I just adore Shadowheart, and I'm like, man, I really love Shadowheart, and then I realise I have the real thing, and turns out it's fucking, what's her name's girlfriend? And I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, you won.
Oh, so it's Ilona. Yeah, sweet. Okay.
Yeah. Again, no idea why that appeared on my dash, but I clicked on it because I saw a pretty lady playing Baldur's Gate 3 in a short, and I'm like, yes, I'm going to click on this.
Yeah, man. I didn't know Ilona made content, but yeah, they met on the set of Baldur's Gate 3, and it's a very cute story.
She might not make content. Like, she might have just been streaming Baldur's Gate for shits and grins, and it got clipped by someone on YouTube. I really don't know. All I know is that's footage I saw, and I went, that is adorable.
Entirely possible.
But yeah, it's a really good movie. It's really fun. Like, I remember when we went to see a different movie, and the choice was between the different movie or Dungeons and Dragons, and I think I specifically said, oh, Dungeons and Dragons is probably terrible. Let's go and watch our movie that we know is going to be terrible, Borderlands.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Shit. Yep.
Oh, we picked wrong that day, and by we I mean me.
You did.
Well, we'd already planned to see Borderlands, and on the day of, one of our mutual friends just went, hey, do you want to pivot and watch this? And I went, but I was already geared up for shit, so can we watch shit?
I watched both in cinemas.
Yeah, but your cinema costs £1.
Yeah. Borderlands was a case of, I was bored that day, so I just watched it on my own.
Yeah, fair. It's not a good movie. We've spoken about it on the podcast, so go back in time and go watch that. It's in our clips. The Paladin was very entertaining. I kind of like that character trope. I'm glad he was only in the movie for 20 minutes.
Yeah, Paladin Zank. He's one of the better cards as well. But yeah, getting rid of him was the correct choice.
Yeah, because if he, no offense to the characterization, the actor did a wonderful job. It's just that type of character is annoying if they're there all the time.
Yeah, and I think he also did the thing of letting Simon grow into what he needed to be by telling him, you're stronger than you think you are, which is something that no one else really tells him.
Yeah, and he tells him he's still a Harper.
Yeah.
Which is, still so weird.
Yeah.
And I will say, there are parts of this movie where you're listening to characters talk and you're just like, oh, you're just naming off key areas in Faerun for fan service, and I hate you because it's working. Like the prison...
I know you're playing me, but it's working.
Exactly. Like the prison they start off with, when they zoom out on the map, it's in Icewind Dale.
It is. And like the only Aarakocra is the one that's in that scene.
Oh, I do like the ending of Hugh Grant's character trying to do the exact same escape attempt, and it's like, no, we bricked up that window, you fuck. Yeah. Are you ready for some news?
Let's go.
I don't have a lot this week, so let's get through it. Hey Rick, do you know what I've always wanted?
I'm sure you're going to tell me something that you never always wanted.
Happy Meals for adults.
Okay.
So I saw a weird.
Are these depression meals, or is it just a Happy Meal for an adult?
I saw a weird advert for what looked like Happy Meals, where the toys were characters from Friends as like Funko Pop knockoffs, and I was like, what kid wants a Friends toy? Oh, it's pretty much just a Happy Meal for adults, where you get an adult meal and a toy, and I'm like, how the fuck have they not thought of this before now?
Yeah.
That's genius.
It is, especially when they compare it with things that are a bit higher priced, so you can higher price the entire bundle.
I mean, okay, now you're being evil corpo about it, but...
Yeah, but also some of these things are the kind of things that the target market is going to be less about kids and more about periphery demographic adults.
I don't know about that, man, because I think you underestimate how popular McDonald's is as just, it's here, it's cheap-ish.
Oh yeah, McDonald's is the baseline. If you're more expensive than McDonald's, you have to be better than McDonald's.
I don't even know what you're saying with that.
For fast food in general, like if you're
eating fast food in general, you're not better than McDonald's. It's all shit.
Oh yeah, totally. But I'm talking about like if you're getting something from your local corner shop deli or whatever, their burgers are probably better than McDonald's.
Okay, you're using the wrong word by using deli.
Sure.
Like you're literally talking about a proper cafe, in which case that's still not really fast food anymore because you're meant to sit down and eat that shit.
Well, it's a cafe without seats. Like,
oh, so a burger van. Yeah, okay.
Well, it's a sandwich shop. Sandwich shop who happen to make burgers as well. But yeah, okay.
I wouldn't really count that as fast food.
I mean, it's all the things that are fast food, so burgers and sandwiches.
Oh, you and I have different definitions of the fast food industry, and I suppose that is the core problem with this discussion.
That's okay.
But yeah, anyway,
yes.
Happy Meals for adults are now a thing, apparently. Go get your friends' toys.
Is this actually from McDonald's or from someone else?
It's from McDonald's. I've got adverts for it all the goddamn time on Reddit, which is annoying me.
Yeah, weird. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Because Reddit does this annoying thing where it hides its adverts as fucking Reddit posts.
Yeah, the ones that I get are the freaking like, Reddit games that are all shit, and but because they're animated, it draws your eyes to them, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, so it's funny, because on my phone, because I only get ads on my phone, I don't get it on my desktop, because I have ad block on that. But when I'm browsing through Reddit on my phone, it's just like, oh yeah, cool. The only videos that autoplay are the ads.
Yes.
It's like, cool, who invented this feature, you fucks?
Yep.
But yeah. It's even more noticeable when I'm on subreddits that are all about writing rather than video posts and image posts. It's just like, it's a bit easier to spot an ad. Now, to be fair, they do put advertisement in the little grey writing right next to the big old advert, but it is subtle.
Yeah, and if you're on the black background, then the grey is going to be a lot less visible.
Who doesn't use the black background, Rick?
Psychopaths.
For real. The only time I haven't used a black background is because I didn't know you could turn it into a black background, because it makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
The only other news story I want to talk about, Rick, is, hey, Mark Lapire is attacking Hollywood.
Yeah, like, good on him, because he's made a reasonable amount of money on his indie film, and this is after he lost pretty much everything on a previous venture.
I didn't. Here's the thing: I don't follow Mark Lepire. He's not a content creator I've ever, watched. I've seen memes of him. That's why I know he exists, and I know he's known for having a very distinct, pretty deep voice. Right?
He does, yeah.
Yeah. And the movie in question, by the way, is Iron Lung, and it pretty much got fucking. I don't know the best way to word this, but it's kind of being like bounced out of cinemas because Hollywood doesn't like the fact that an indie film can do well without their producers involved.
Yeah. So if you get the chance to see it, go see it because and without knowing that it's indie. Apparently it's kind of mid, but knowing how little resources he had to make it, you see a lot of the love shine through.
I mean, that's fine and all that. Here's the thing, I don't know anything about it. I don't even know what the fucking film is about. I know it's not in British cinemas.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just a domestic box office, because I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm going to assume that Mark Lepire is American.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was born in Hawaii.
That's a pretty good state to be born in.
Yeah.
Fucking Wakalele and all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as a whole, like, Hollywood needed a bit of a wake-up call anyway. Like, they do rest on their laurels, and they do insist that if you want to be big in their world, you got to play by their rules. And Mark Lepire didn't, and he's getting some success from it. So good for him. That being said, he does have a built-in audience already.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Like, don't think that just because you've got access to camera equipment and a couple of quid that you can probably do the same thing. Mark Lepire is incredibly popular anyway. Be interesting to see how many people went to see his film based just on the fact that they were already fans of his.
Well, it's probably a more up-to-date version of when Rooster Teeth made movies.
Here's the thing, Rick. I was a fan of Rooster Teeth, and I looked at the trailers for their movies and went, cool, those look shit, I'm not watching them.
Yeah.
I do understand that's not the average viewer's experience. I believe we have a mutual friend who watched the first Laser Team movie, but then was like, I'm not watching the fucking second. So, because they use their own guys, and their own guys aren't actors.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, the closest thing we've got is Gavin, who's used to doing content that's more than just a podcast. But yeah, he also can't drive, so every time they need to show him driving, they would attach the car by a rope to an additional car and drag the car while he pretends to drive.
My understanding is that Gavin can drive, he just didn't have an American license.
He definitely can't drive in America, and he doesn't get an American license because if he kills a family, he gets deported, and he can't afford to get deported.
Oh yeah, that's what that's pretty much the reasoning I heard as well, and I always thought that was fucking stupid, because you killed a family. There's bigger things to worry about than not being able to live in America anymore, you dickhead.
Yeah.
How about you just don't crash?
Yeah, but that's not always an option when someone's coming at you.
If someone's coming at you, that's not your fault at that point. That's a ridiculous argument.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely nonsensical. It was nonsensical then, now, and it's made me angry again, and I'm hearing it again. Anyway. It's also stupid. Like, they needed to fucking tow a car for driving scenes when Gavin was at the wheel, and it's like, are you not using private lots and stuff? You can do what you want on those.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Anyway. You'd think so.
Oh, we can't afford private shit, even though we're funding a movie. I don't know. I could see why Rooster Teeth failed, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, true.
Although, that being said, Rooster Teeth seemed to have failed after the buyout, but whatever. I don't care. I'm salty a bit.
Yeah, I like some of the stuff that they did, and now they're gone.
Well, they're not, though, are they? Apparently Bernie Burns bought the rights back, and he's gonna do a second renaissance of Rooster Teeth, which I think that news story broke like 3 months ago, and we've heard nothing since.
True.
But anyway, Rick, for the benefit of me and for the audience, what are we doing today, and count us in?
We are doing the James episode.
We're doing Pokemon, Beauty and the Beach.
Yep, so if you'd like to join us at home, it's 3, 2, 1, and go.
It's at this moment I realise I didn't rename the video file to the episode, and I just used what Internet Archive called it.
Yep. That's why I was also flumbering a bit. Floundering.
It's been a long time since I've listened to this theme tune.
Is there any more iconic an anime theme tune?
Dragon, rock the dragon.
I guess so. Oh yeah, and the tentacruel blowing, smacking the building, which was also another banned episode.
That was only temporarily banned, though.
Yeah, and I saw it before it was banned. Because, you could see things in like 1999 and 2000 before 9/11 happened.
Yeah, Rick and I lived in a pre-9/11 world, kids. Just let that sink in.
Yeah.
It's like people always say, like, do you want to find out what generation you are? You got to remember, you got to look back and go to the disaster that you first remember. And it's like the generation above us, it was the Challenger exploding on live TV. For us, it was 9/11.
Yeah. I'm vaguely aware that there was a shuttle explosion, though.
There's no way you would have. There's no way you'd have been conscious to see it. You'd have been like 1 or 2 at most.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so as you can see, they haven't translated any of the text.
Yeah, so Acapulco is a pun on Acapulco, because Acapulco is a place in like real America, and Aca means red, and Ao means blue.
Sure.
And no one has nipples.
The Challenger exploded in 1986. You would have actually literally been 1 or 2. No, you would have been 0.
0 or 1. 0 or 1.
You would have been 0 because it was January.
Yeah, I'd have been very 0.
So yeah, there's no way you remember it happening.
Nope.
Oh, cool, her beach ball's a master ball. Did you catch that?
I didn't. I was thinking about the Challenger.
Is that Godzilla? What's going on?
I think it's the Magikarp submarine.
That's very early on, isn't it? Getting the Team Rocket speech, I mean.
It is. Oh, it's the Gyarados sub.
Gyarados. Don't say Gyarados. No one ever says Gyarados.
Hey, Maddie Blaustein.
Wait, what was that, sorry?
Maddie Blaustein, the original Meowth. She's passed away now, but it always makes me smile to hear her voice.
Okay. What the fuck? When did they get a boat? What? Have we skipped something?
I don't know how they got on the boat.
They stole a boat, apparently, is what we're learning. Look at Pikachu. Yeah. There is no thoughts behind those eyes.
No. It's Pikachu looking super superimposed.
You stole a boat and then it got broken. Good job, guys.
Yeah. We ram-raided a submarine. This might be why they have to. Might be why they have to change to the Magikarp sub.
All I know is that the trivia page on the Wikipedia said that this was the first appearance of the Gyarados sub. So it comes back.
Sure.
This is the guy that pervs on Misty, by the way.
Oh, he's even got the frickin' Master Roshi shirt. He's immediately perving. Man, shit.
Oh, that's even worse than what I said! He was straight up looking at her tits while saying those words.
With a blush on his face. Oh! Well, if it's foolproof and the main characters mess it up, then it wasn't foolproof.
You can't own the beach like that, you dumb broad.
Yeah, we found that out from Bondi Beach.
I'm sorry?
So, it was a private beach owned by one guy, and the Australian government were like, okay, you have to let people use the beach. So he did, and then he kept complaining that people were in states of undress, and then they decided, well, you can't have a fucking free beach anymore, so we're just going to seize it and open it to the full public.
Did she have his fucking her hand on his ass? Because it sure looked like it.
Might as well have done. It's okay to sexually harass a dude.
I mean, they were boyfriend and girlfriend. I assume it's consensual. I'm just saying it's weird that they'd animate it.
Man, Jessie looks so good when she's dressed up. James looks so good when he's dressed up.
I mean, Jessie made it onto my fucking top 5 poker waifus, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a fucking cop-out.
Yeah.
So what we got? Squirtle. Wow, Charmander. This really is early.
Yeah.
Is that Pidgeotto?
Well, he's only a Charmeleon for like one episode.
Yeah, but Charizard has been like a constant staple of Ash's everything since fucking since he became a Charizard.
Yeah.
The fuck are you cooking, old man?
Sticks, apparently. It might be soba noodles.
Yeah, maybe, but you're so right. It looked like sticks, like little bird nests.
Man, it's like, yeah, everybody come and eat noodles made by starters.
Hey, now Pidgeotto's at least an evolution.
Yeah, it is. But he catches it as an evolution.
Shit, you're right.
He never deals with a Pidgey.
This is evil
Slap
bopping
bass.
music.
Why is it?
We'll see you, Pidgeotto, and we'll raise you a fan. The fuck is... Oh, it's all... Oh, no, don't add that to the field. Oh, you're right, they're totally noodles.
Oh, and a banana.
There is no Osha in Kanto.
Yeah. And Bulbasaur managed to slip on, like, one of its 3 feet.
What if
4
Misty
feet,
just
even.
fucking banged her head on the corner of a table and that was it? It's the end of the show. They fucking took the tables, the bastards! It's almost it's almost as if everything was fucking cut and pasted on a fucking separate layer.
Yeah.
Oh, allow me to sing a lament, says Pidgeotto.
Pidgeot.
Can't believe his name is fucking Mo.
Frutella.
I think he said Brutella, but that makes even less sense.
Okay.
I've always hated that, and I think it's Pokemon when I first saw it, the fucking eyelid thing.
Yeah, pulling the bottom eyelid.
Oh, it's Japanese for a moment now. Why did it do it for 1 second of footage? What?
Yeah, apparently Ash getting mad at Team Rocket was not PC.
Why don't you just do that then? How's she gonna catch you?
Yeah, like if he doesn't care about anything other than the boat, then just leave the hut behind.
Like, it sounds like you don't have a formal agreement if you're getting fucking muscled in by goons, even if those goons are fucking Jesse and James.
Yeah, mafia goons.
I do enjoy how Brock's fucking muscles are dependent on how important he is in the scene. He also, see?
Yeah.
Sometimes they can't even be asked to draw a little fucking line between his ribs.
Yeah. Give him yeah, he doesn't have pecs right there.
The fuck you doing here?
Hey, Sam.
God damn Ash's mum.
Yeah. Oh, this is before Mr. Mime as well.
Dude, with episodes like this, Oak was definitely fucking her.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, of course Brock agrees immediately. Now excuse me while I take these explicit photos of your mother.
Yeah.
This one I took with my tentacle. We made it. We did a tasteful remake of The Fisherman's Wife.
Pidgeotto just shitting flyers.
It did look a lot like it was shitting. It's so weird watching Pokemon with everything in Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah, that sign said, kanji, 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 contest. What's the betting that Brutella also enters?
She doesn't need to. She puts Jesse and James in.
This is true.
Delilah there looking really much like a Ditto.
She does.
You agreed to that real quick, Ash.
I mean, yeah, it's almost as if he knows he's going to be 10 for the next 55 years.
Wasn't immediately clear that was a flashback, and I thought it was happening again.
Yeah. This old guy's got a very youthful sounding voice right now.
It's also kind of weird being fucking motivated by a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Brock, how did you get this gig?
I don't know. To be honest, he is rather qualified to perv.
Listen, man, if I saw this when I was 5, I would have fallen in love. Was Misty the first ever tsundere?
In the West, probably.
Well, yeah, no shit. What the fuck?
This is why he's Squirtle Magneto!
Did he just say star you?
He did say star you, but it's star me, yeah. Now watch Misty get spat on.
Oh, there you go, Kojiro. Yeah, you told me. There's no way that they drew it. They're like, we're not even going to make this look like fucking fake tits. Just like, no, he's got big tits now.
Yeah, it's just tits. And before he inflates them, it's just Jesse's body.
He's even got fucking lipstick on for reasons.
He does. Well, it's to make him look even, more kissable.
I'm glad the audience are into the adult characters. You participated 10 years too early is a very funny line, though.
It is.
This would be coughing at this point, wouldn't it?
Yeah, coughing and Ekans. You bastard! Why is Gary here?
Look, he's got a harem. He's entering his harem into the competition. I think a lot of these girls are just dittos. Did he just go to the Safari Zone and catch a bunch of them?
He might as well have done.
I forgot they did that shit.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't know why he also has a convertible car as well that they all fit in.
Yeah, and he's 10.
Yeah.
Is Ash just gonna fist fight Gary? That's pretty funny. Well, they're surprisingly detailed with the crotch areas, aren't they?
They are. Man, Misty is so cute.
Fucking Brunty just went, did it? That weren't words. Am I crazy, or did she just make gremlin noises for no reason?
Yeah, she did. It's like, they got redressed into the Team Rocket uniforms.
Well, listen, would you want to pedal a bike in those fucking bikinis? Because I fucking wouldn't.
Yeah, it would kind of chafe, wouldn't it?
It would also really suck for James unless he was wearing a cup.
Yeah.
It's a basic bitch, even for the time, but that was a pretty cool looking headlights on that Gyarados.
It was. Yeah, have Bulbasaur whip the fans instead.
Oh, I'd pay to see that.
I mean, this is true.
They fucking reused that shot.
Yeah, reused from the opening.
We'll scare the cans off them. James, did you really just say that?
Yeah. The well-known water-flying Pokemon that looks like a dragon is now a land tank.
Yeah. You could see the wheels. Although, that being said, it's still quite terrifying.
It is. The face is still rather convincing.
Yeah, the rest of it not so much. Hey, this guy's a phony!
It's phony, it's fake, I made it up.
Yeah, we want to see tits and vag!
oh boy.
That's basically what he's doing.
Fire! Oh, it's a bullet bill.
Why? How could you possibly tell?
I mean, if it's heat-seeking, you just get Charmander to like make something hot elsewhere. For instance, the submarine. So Charmander's already at least level 35 if he's got Flamethrower. He's like ready to evolve immediately.
I was going to say, are we really doing this? But we went into an in-depth discussion about what level the Druid was earlier, so I guess it's turnabout's fair play.
I do love when, like, homing missiles in animation just do right-angle turns. It's very funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I just remembered a Danny Sexbang joke of it's like when you it's like when you see those cars with the big learner license plate and then they just crash into a building filled with 25 people.
Yeah.
I'm off to see the world and totally not molest people. I'll especially not forget you, Misty.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Hey,
goodbye, Mo.
They might
you
have
will
cut
be
it
forgotten.
out, but we didn't get to guess that Pokemon.
Okay. It's Pikachu!
It's actually Jigglypuff from above.
Oh, Mum's the winner.
Of course she is. Look at that milk.
You can see her ass crack and everything.
Dude, I remember seeing a thread on something, and I can't remember what, and it's just like, what? What would you most like to eat from a cartoon? I think I want to try a Krabby Patty, and the first response under it was just Daphne's asshole from Scooby-Doo. It's a weird thing to say while holding your trophy, but alright.
It's almost as if she is the trophy.
I mean, Oak's fucking wrecking that shit every night. Growleaf style, brother.
Yeah.
His handle didn't exist yet. Anyway, what did you think?
It was a fun little episode. It also, like, it helps that, like, we watched original Pokemon, and, like, this is just, well, it's an episode we never saw. So it gets a nice little few times to tickle the old nostalgia nerves.
It was very easy viewing.
Yeah. How about you? What do you think?
Oh, it was a mindless filler episode. Nothing happened here of note. It doesn't matter that this got cut, as it were. Obviously, I'm against censorship. There's no need for it. I'm really surprised that they don't give more shit over the pervy old man than James having melons.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. But oh well.
I had to dig for people mentioning the pervy old man original line, whereas like everything else is like, yeah, James has got big bazongas and he makes them bigger. It's like, yeah,
he's got the honka donka badonkas and then even bigger boobs.
It's very clearly an adult joke and perhaps a bit too adult for a children's cartoon, but you don't see nothing. There's nothing really overtly sexual. I'm talking about the James stuff now. It's very clearly played for laughs.
Yeah,
I'd probably
he's just doing it to style on Misty as well. It's even funnier.
It's even funnier because he's like 22 and she's 10.
Yeah,
I think their canonical ages are actually meant to be 17, but that sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, it's like you don't act like that when you're 17.
They certainly come off more as adults than teenagers. I'll admit that much.
Yeah, they're goofy adults.
I would be interested to get perhaps a trans person's perspective on this joke. I don't think it's offensive, and I don't think it would hurt anyone's feelings because he's not pretending to be a woman. Does that make sense when I say that? Even though he's presenting as a woman.
I think it's not even the only time that he does it either. It's just the only time that he has boobs when he does so.
Yeah, and like drag queens and cross-dressing as comic relief have been a thing since time immemorial. I'd still be interested to get someone else's perspective on this because I can't attack it from that angle. It's just a fact of the matter.
True enough. I also like the idea that when they do disguises, half the time Jessie just has a mustache and James is the lady.
Yeah, I think that's because in canon James is meant to be prettier than Jessie.
Yeah.
Mind you, I remember the fucking line of when we get the flashback episode of them joining Team Rocket, and James is like, or Jessie is like, please, I don't intend it. You better keep up because I won't be carrying you. And James is like, no one's carried me since my mama. And then it cuts to they would then proceeded to be the worst team in history for 20 years.
Yeah. Except they keep accidentally saving the world.
Yeah, like there's that I say fan theory, like joke fan theory, like Darth Jar Jar levels of jokiness of like, hey Giovanni, Jesse and James never fucking do anything to help Team Rocket and actively drain our resources, and Giovanni just goes, listen, they have stopped the world from being blown up like 7 times and we live in the world, so they're staying on the payroll. Yeah,
and give them what they need.
Yeah. But they spent 20 years trying to capture one Pikachu. We don't care about the Pikachu. Just leave them alone.
Yeah, the Pikachu ends up putting them exactly where they need to be. Let's go.
But yeah, I really don't see any need to quote-unquote ban this episode. And the weird thing is, they didn't even edit out the most offensive piece of dialogue.
Yeah, totally.
Like for the Western release that did get released, you know? I do think the can't wait to see you in 8 years is probably worse than the granddaughter line, but not by much.
Yeah, not by much.
It's not a good look. But yeah, again, a lot like the Michael Jackson thing we did last week. It doesn't seem ban-worthy.
Yeah, I get it. But oh well.
I feel like you could release this and just put a disclaimer at the beginning.
Oh yes, the imagery and views do not necessarily co-align with the imagery and views of today. However, enjoy James's massive tits.
No, better yet, you could just put the disclaimer as being like, there are cultural difference between the West and Japan, because that's all it boils down to in this one.
Yeah, true.
Like, Japan has no issue with this episode. It's still available fully in Japanese, to my knowledge. Never got pulled over there. So, just saying. Anyway, whiffle waffling aside, Rick, we should get down to brass tacks, shouldn't we? Do you have a standout favourite moment?
I like it when the boobies get bigger.
It's a simple but effective gag.
It is. Just how smug Jesse and James are during that scene. It's delicious.
I would absolutely love to know how the mechanics actually worked to make those tits look so authentic. Because it's meant to be beach balls, but it doesn't look like beach balls.
No, it's not beach balls. It's probably something more akin to like the Ryanair forms that you can get in real life, but yeah.
Did that exist in 1997?
Probably.
Could you inflate them like that without anyone noticing?
Oh, people definitely noticed. That was the kind of the point. But yes. How about you? Do you have a favourite moment?
My favourite moment is the subtle nod that somehow, while all the bullshit was going on, Delilah entered the competition and just steamrolled it because, as we know, MILFs are the best.
Yeah. It's weird that she beat Jessie at that, though.
Well, Jessie's not a MILF.
No, but she is more shapely. And she does have that dommy-mommy energy.
She doesn't really get to display that in this competition, though, does she?
No. And she has to take the boots off to get into the bikini.
Yeah, it is a shame we never actually got to see Delilah in the... I don't think it's Delilah, I think it's Delia.
Delia. I think it's Delia, yeah, but yeah.
I keep saying Delilah because that's an actual name people have.
Well, so is Delia, like Delia Smith.
No one's had that name since the 50s.
That's okay.
Okay. Delia's... I would have liked to have seen Delia actually in her swimsuit because the entire time we saw her on screen, she always had a coat on that looked suspiciously like Professor Oak's.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, all those fan theories of Oak is definitely smashing Delia, confirmed with this episode, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yes, we can't only talk about the good, can we? We should also have to talk about the bad. Do you have a weakest link, Rick?
It's exactly what you came up with. It was the creepiness of Mo early on. It gets better because he doesn't bring it up again, but, first impressions are some of the most important, and he made a bad first impression, and then... Yeah, the main characters had wronged him by crashing into his jetty, but he wasn't he didn't make a good first impression by being very creepy.
The sad thing is, because this came out in the 90s, it might be an influencing factor that some people just live with the fact that there are creepy pedos in the world and you just have to live with them, which is a fucked up way of living.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was growing up, it was just a case of, yes, there are paedophiles, you can't do anything about it, you just have to do your best to avoid them and hope that someone else gets molested.
Wasn't quite that severe, Rick, but okay.
But yes, how about you? Do you have a weakest link?
My weakest link is honestly going to be, we watched this episode because it was a banned episode of Pokemon, and there's fuck all in here. We've seen the list of other properly banned, still can't quote-unquote watch them today, in the West anyway, and comparing it to the other two that I know of mainly, it's just so silly. They banned... The only other one that comes close to this is the one they banned for showing guns, which is weird because America loves guns.
Yeah, America loves guns.
The other episode got banned because it gave people serious medical issues. That isn't a good reason to ban a show. This causes seizures. We should probably not show this again.
Yeah, a lot of people ended up in hospital. Let's maybe not put additional people in hospital by showing it again.
This is correct.
And it was Pikachu's fault.
Yeah, that thing blows my mind because everyone says the Porygon episode, so until someone told me that, which might have been you even, I just assumed it was Porygon that did it.
Yeah, it's what you would assume, but yeah, it was Pikachu. It was Pikachu that blew it up. And Porygon, because of that, never got an episode.
Fine. And the annoying thing about those two episodes that got banned is they've actually got plot stuff that comes up later that you don't know about.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned earlier the 30 Tauros incident where the 30 Tauros got caught in the banned episode.
Yeah, it was the one where Ash gets threatened by a gun, and yeah, it's the episode is about Dratini, and yet they don't capture Dratini because it's in the Safari Zone.
I don't know. I've not watched it. I just know it involves Tauros and guns, which is the most American sentence I've ever said.
But yeah.
Yeah, my weakest link, I didn't want to pick the same weakest link as you, but yeah, I hate the skeezy old man shit. That's disgusting and gross. It just is. And they thought that was a better dialogue choice. So instead, I pivoted slightly to, there's no real episode for this episode to be banned. Cut that piece of dialogue out, and it's a fine episode. There's nothing really wrong with it, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally.
But anyway, we don't like to end on a low, we like to end on a high. Rick, do you have an MVP today?
I'm going to go with... Actually, to be honest, I don't think there was a particular single MVP.
That's not the point of the award, you need to pick one.
I know. Let's give it to Gary Oak because he was a little shit and he didn't really do anything. But he does give a little bit of sage advice to Ash that if he can't control his own emotions, how's he ever going to control his Pokemon? And this comes up. This becomes a thing.
The thing, you're saying that he didn't really do anything, but like Gary showed up here just to piss off Ash. And he he didn't even know Ash was here. He just suspected it. He says as much in his speech.
I can't see you out there, but I think you are. And just in case, look at all my babes.
It blows my mind going back to this shit and looking at Gary Oak and just being like, no, that motherfucker straight up has a harem.
Yeah. 10-year-old with a harem of, like, fangirls. And, like, he retires from competitive training to become an apprentice professor while having spoiler Pokemon. It's great. He's like the first person to have an Umbreon, and he's first person to have an Electivire.
I don't even remember Electivire. Is that the evolution of Electabuzz?
Yeah, it is.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, and it was a spoiler Pokemon at the time. And it's basically, he got that just because it was electric type and bigger than Pikachu.
Fuck off, that's not the reason.
But yeah, do you have an MVP for today?
You just chuckled knowingly. Was that actually the reason in anime for him getting the thing? Or was that you saying it as a joke?
No, I'm saying it's a joke. Like, they gave him the Electivire because Gen 4 was going to come out in about 6 months. And they wanted to tease new Pokemon, like Munchlax as well was one of the teaser Pokemon during Gen 3.
But Rick, you need to be clear about this sort of thing, because Gary Oak is 100% the type of petty little bastard that would do something like that.
Back in the day, yes, but by the time he gets it, not really. When he's got it, it's more a case of, like, I've got the new thing because it's new and it's only just been discovered.
Here's the thing, I'm very much tapped out of Pokemon the show by that point in my life, so my canonical mind brain says that what happens after the events of the anime is Gary Oak takes over Vermilion Gym.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what happens in the show.
What,
not in the show, in the games.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, because you just said in the show he became a professor, and I'm like, well, he can't do both.
Yeah, and he replaces all of the spinning tiles with Lego.
Fine. Fine, whatever.
But yes, who's going to be your MVP for today?
I'm going to give it my MVP award to James for basically killing the episode.
Yeah.
What a feat. And all he did was put on some fake tits. That's all you need to do. Apparently, all you needed to do in the late 90s was strap some fake tits on your chest and wear a bikini. And there you go. Boom. Episode banned. Not allowed.
But it's okay when Blackadder does it with the tits on the head.
Blackadder?
But yeah. Have you not seen the Blackadder episode where they all get pissed?
I have. I don't remember them putting tits on their heads.
Oh, no, they're not. It's not on the head. The ones on the head is in Little Nicky. Yeah, they wear the comedy breasts on their chests.
Okay,
and
yeah, sure.
And Stephen Fry's ones are gold.
But here's the difference, Rick. That is a show for adults.
It is.
And also, yeah, you said the tits on the heads, and I was like, that's a Little Nicky joke. I don't remember them doing it in Blackadder.
Yeah, it was Little Nicky for that one, yeah. Yeah, in Blackadder they have them on their chests, and Stephen Fry's ones are gold.
Yeah, now I remember the Blackadder drunk episode a lot because it ends with Queen Elizabeth saying, everyone here will be executed, and then she gets pissed and forgets, and Blackadder singing a song about a goblin, and just goes,
yep.
Do you want to hear about this goblin or not?
Yeah, it's see the little goblin, see his little feet, see his little nosy woes, isn't the goblin sweet? Hooray!
Yeah. For those of you who have never been like drunk with a group of mates, that's more or less how it goes.
Yep, it's very cute.
Cute. They managed to capture that energy very well, and yeah. Anyway, James gets it for me for basically having big tits, and Gary gets it from Rick because Rick has some class. And this is the halfway point of our banned episodes month. Join us again next week for something a bit different, but still cartoony and still very much banned. You've got the comment section down below on YouTube if you want to make guesses as to what that is or have ideas for future episodes. Alternatively, you can send us an email at
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
And unlike myself, Rick doesn't fuck up the .com bit and then question himself immediately afterwards.
That's okay.
I'm waiting for the day that he does do it, and then I can be like, see, it's not just me.
Yep.
But yes, we look forward to seeing you again next week, guys.
Bye, everybody.